Not gonna lie, when Benny thinks I'm going too fast in the car, she tells me. And when I tell her I'm not going too fast, she says, "Oh, you're going the speed lemon?" She means speed limit. Sometimes she says lemon speed. And that takes me a little longer to get to the final destination. So let's get this podcast started. Welcome back to Not Gonna Lie, a Wave original brought to you by Yasso, ridiculously better. I'm your host, Kylie, Kelce. I'm tuning in to the Paralympics because you should be too. Let's cheer on Team USA. I'm still learning how to say, "Can I pet your dog?" in Italian. I did ask while I was there using Google Translate if it's appropriate to ask Italians to pet their dogs. I was not discouraged. And I'm the mother of another birthday girl. That's right. This week, Elliot Ray Kelce turns a whole hand. That's so sad. That's so sad. It's also today, the day that we're recording. It's March 3rd. It is Ellie's 5th birthday. There were some presents on the table today. She got a chair that she can sit inside of. Don't ask questions. That's ridiculous. She likes to be cuddled, and the chair is now a backup. She did pick her cake. She shares a birthday with my dad, and I do think that she picked the cake based on my dad, which is so Ellie coded. She wants a chocolate cake with Bugs Bunny holding a carrot on top of it. And Bugs Bunny is one of my dad's favorite characters, and they haven't talked about it in quite some time, but that's what she picked. And I really think that it's because she wanted my dad to be excited about the cake. She's so sweet. I can't believe she's 5. It messes me up. Coming up on today's episode, the return of You Know What's Fucked Up in honor of a certain social phenomenon I've decided to take upon myself to shut down in honor of women everywhere. Happy Women's History Month indeed. Then in Doom Scroll of the Week, some more of my hottest pacifier takes since the real ones enjoyed them so much last week. After that, I'm going to be joined by ESPN NFL analyst, fellow mom, Jason's coworker, all around badass woman in sports, and someone, you guessed it, I have no business speaking to, Mina Kimes. But before we get into all of that, let's get our real one mention of the week. This week, we are utterly honored. Queen Emma's in on the puns today. What are you doing? This is silly. To get a shout out from some real ones at the Philly Zoo who shared photo updates on the otter the girls and I adopted for Uncle Trav. Let's see what it is. Not gonna lie, our giant river otters are still screeching with excitement over their new zoo parent, Uncle Trav. And we learned that Uncle Trav is actually the zoo parent to 3 otters. We met Thor. I don't know if we met the other ones. I didn't even know that we met Thor. We met Thor. They're so loud, it's impressive. Yeah. What do you mean you don't remember if we met Thor? We met Thor. We met Thor because Thor has a thunderbolt on his chest. Isn't Thor the lightning something or other? Yeah. I'm really clued in, guys. Is that Marvel? Marvel characters. That's not a Marvel character. Thor's not a Marvel character. Thor's a Marvel character. Jesus Christ. Queen Emma wants us to do a collab with the Otter podcast, aka the Other podcast. But I just feel like that would be a dumpster fire. We'll see how it goes. If any real ones want to support the Philadelphia Zoo, you can adopt all sorts of animals with a donation. Yeah, you should do that. Moving on, it's time for the return of my favorite segment. You know what's fucked up? Hey, you know what's fucked up? Assuming a woman is pregnant or trying to get pregnant when she simply declines a drink. Oh my gosh. This happens to me all the time, okay? When I say all the time, I mean all the time. I've been on record multiple times informing the real ones that I do in fact not usually drink. I don't usually do it. I do not. I just don't like it that much. I think water or iced tea or a crispy Coke, They're all better. Let me go even further. Worse than that is commenting to her face in response to her declining a beverage. I may or may not have recently had someone offer me a beverage, and when I said, "Oh, no, thank you," they said, "Are you pregnant?" I'm not joking. Now, to be fair, you picked the right bitch, because I can brush it off pretty fast. But let's not do that, because we've said it so many times on the show. You never know what someone is going through, what they have gone through previously, what stage they are at in their journey if they are building a family. In other words, they could be trying, and you could be bringing something up that's not really good. Or even weirder, think about this. You could be saying it to someone who has actively chosen to not have kids, which is also none of your business. You know what I mean? As always, I'm speaking for myself and my own experiences, but I do think most women would agree. Maybe we just shouldn't do that, because in the same way that if someone looks like, maybe they could be pregnant, we don't then ask, "Are you pregnant?" Don't do that. We're not smirking at people. Like, just because you didn't ask the question doesn't mean that your smirk or raising your eyebrows is better than that. You're not, but that's equally bad. It's almost worse, because now, do I address you doing that? And if I do address you doing that, does it seem like I'm being defensive? You're making it weird, and you've put us both in this situation now, and that's not fun for anyone. So this is similar to when Jason and I first got married, and people would ask, "Are you trying?" And I would say, "We practice a lot." Now it's weird for both of us. Why do you need to know that? That's between me and my husband. No. What should you do instead, you may ask? Here's a few options, okay? Offer her something else to drink and then move on. Or don't offer her something else to drink and move on. Another option, mind your business. This is one of my favorite options. Again, you picked the right person. I'm actually not super bothered by it. Would I have preferred if you had not looked at my stomach and then looked me back in my own eyeballs? Yeah, I would have preferred that. But at the end of the day, let's go over some scenarios. Some people could have had a loss. Some people could be actively in IVF treatments. Some people could have a diagnosis that could make it physically not possible for them to have kids, even though they would like to. Some people might have addiction to alcohol and be in recovery. Some people might just not like the fucking taste. That's me. I just don't like the taste of it. There are so many reasons. I could keep going. I'm not going to, because I feel you get my point now. If you have something that you have said in response to an inquiry about maybe a pregnancy status and or why you do or don't drink, feel free to drop it in our DMs or in our comments at NGL with Kylie. I'm very curious to know what are some good ones that we can unleash. And that's it for You Know What's Fucked Up. Next, let's get to Doom Scroll of the Week, brought to you by Intuit TurboTax. Now, this is taxes. First up on Doom Scroll, I guess my algorithm heard my comments on Benny and her pacifiers last week, because now I'm getting lots of suggestions on how to kick the habit. Queen Emma, the clip, please. The caption says, "He's not a baby anymore. The moment he said goodbye to his pacifier truly went down in history." They attached a whole wad of balloons to the end of this pacifier and let it fly up into the air. Oh, he's waving to it. Oh no. Okay, all of these methods are lovely. Okay, I love the idea of making it some type of beautiful moment. You want to send it away with some balloons? Beautiful. You want to box it up and send it to kids who need pacifiers? Beautiful. You want to plant it in the garden and grow a couple cake pops? Beautiful. I'm going to tell you right now, that's all fun and games until they get pissed or tired and there's no passy. Okay? We've been there. I'm going to tell you how I got Wyatt. It was irresponsible as a parent because it only created, you guessed it, more responsibility for us as the parents. We went to the store. I still can't believe we did this. We went to the store and we exchanged her passies for a fish named Passy. Yep. Here's the deal. I don't recommend. I don't. Because, like I said, we then acquired the responsibility of taking care of a fish, which, oh God, this is such a bad confession. Did the fish die because they may or may not have dropped a marker in the tank? And I shouldn't laugh. That poor fish. They were constantly trying to give the fish things. And it turns out that Passy actually couldn't receive things because Passy was a fish. And I say was because that marker took Passy to her grave. We had to have a whole conversation about fish heaven. Maybe keep yourself. Let's not exchange pacifiers for a more difficult conversation. Don't do what I did. Are we getting another fish when Benny has to get rid of this Passy? Fuck no. Okay. We might try the method of like snip the ends of it. If you snip the ends, it doesn't quite give the same satisfaction and you slowly snip away at it. Like I said, one of these days we're going to be done with a Passy. And when will we do that? When we're fucking good and ready. Leave us alone. Last scroll. As the real ones know by now, the best part of TikTok is the comment section. And I can't even begin to explain how quickly. I mean, Olympic gold medal sprint, if you will, to the comments for this one. Queen Emma, can you play the clip, please? Because, good God.
Anybody see the ketchup before I have to ask my wife?
For my audio listeners, he's asking if anyone has seen the ketchup, and he is scanning his fridge. He goes down the door once, he goes to the middle of the back to the like inside of the fridge, and then he goes back to the door. Okay? Of course, my ass clocked the ketchup. That's easy. Next question. I don't know if I've addressed this on here, but I did address it in my vows. And let me tell you what my husband needs from me. I can guarantee that he will always need me to find things for him. That is part of our relationship. It's part of our love language. He knows that it excites my soul when he says, "Have you seen my truck keys?" It excites me because you're fucking right, I have. And I clocked it. I feel very strongly about this. Anyway, I have to go to the comments. You run. This person said, no. Go ask your wife and bring us with you. And it is a face of someone who is trying their very best not to laugh. Okay? Outstanding. The next person said, yes, all the women saw it in 8 seconds. And I think that 8 seconds is generous, honestly. This last one was the comment that got me. This was the one where I was like, Emma, put it in the rundown. The person said, you want the Hunts or the Heinz? Guys, in case you didn't realize, there are 2 ketchups. First of all, it is absolutely, I would just like to say, batshit crazy to have 2 brands of ketchup in your fridge. I just want to throw that out there. As someone who is a strict condiment household, strict. Okay. You will not. I'm so sorry to do this. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the brand. You will not catch me with Hunt's ketchup in my fridge. You will not. It will never be. There will be Heinz ketchup in my fridge. Okay. My 6-year-old would sniff that shit out so fast and then laugh in my face for trying to serve it to her. Okay. Absolutely not. Hell to the no. It's going to be French's yellow mustard every time. Literally every time. And Hellman's mayonnaise. Don't argue with me. Don't fucking come in my comments with Dukes. I swear to God, I'm not even a mayo person. I will go to the pits of fucking hell on this discussion. I'm not having it with you. I'm not. I clocked the Heinz the second it entered the screen. I'd also like to talk about some of the more humbling and maybe overly honest things that
Hemorrhoids?
kids have said to you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
My kids say things to me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
One that I remember fondly is sometime after I had the fourth child, our second, I believe it was our second, but maybe it was our first. I think it was a group project on this one. But they told me that my belly was squishy and big. Big. They got me with big. Squishy I was prepared for. Big, they got me. They got my ass. Do you remember any of your kids saying things that sort of hit you where it hurt?
My precious little angels. Could they? I mean, their nickname for me now, I hesitate to share this. And yet I will, because you have that effect, is crone. So they call me the crone. And they say, oh, the crone is hungry when I go to get something to eat. Or, has the crone worked up a sweat if I've just worked out? They'll say, I'd like to sit on the lap of the crone.
Sure.
And I say, yes, please. And it delights me. And yet I think, yeah, I've reached that point. But my sisters and I call my mom.
Oh, no.
My mom is so nice. No one's going to like me in America. Our nickname for her since we were little was the old dog. And so we call her the old dog.
Can I tell you? And hopefully you understand what I'm saying when I say this. That feels, it's very West Virginia. Like it's almost like a West Virginia compliment. Does it not feel like that?
That is a West Virginia compliment. That's West Virginia sunshine for you right there.
Does it? Is that, am I off base on that?
No, you are not.
Am I going to get a slew of hate from West Virginia? That feels like a West Virginia compliment.
Not at all. Hello, we blessed your wedding. we're the reason for the season over there. No, that is a West Virginia blessing. Yeah. Hey, old dog. If I call her, people are like, dude, what did you just call your mom? Oh, sorry. Called her old dog. So I don't know if crone will stick. I hope it does. I hope it does.
But isn't it so lovely? We talked about this earlier. Isn't it so lovely to see them all band together?
There's nothing better.
Even if it's against you.
Oh, it's the best kind. It's the best way for them to be buddies.
Bonded and love each other. Now, I also saw a video that you posted modeling some fresh
What did I do?
overalls as Farmer Jen.
Yeah.
We have a video.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yep. This is so embarrassing. God.
Now, I have questions. My biggest question is, should I make 2026 my overalls year?
I don't see why not.
I feel like this is perfect.
This is the perfect time.
Right?
Yeah.
Because let me tell you about overalls. I have a problem with rompers and jumpsuits. They tick me off. Because if I need to go to the bathroom, I don't want to be naked.
I didn't know if you were talking about changing a diaper, if you had to go to the bathroom. You're talking about
me.
you.
I'm talking about me.
Because a romper to me
is on a baby. Romper's shorts.
Romper's on a baby, isn't it?
No, romper shorts.
A little.
Is romper shorts?
Shirt and pants connected, yeah, but it's short.
Yeah. I think adults
Look,
wear rompers.
I've been
Maybe I'm
schooled.
wrong. No, I could be wrong.
I mean, there
Do
was
I
a TV
look
show
like I know
called
about fashion?
Romper Room.
Was there?
Yeah, there sure was. Romper Room? I'm a little bit older than you are, but it was from your neck of the woods.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Hey,
I
look
don't
it up.
like them.
Yeah. I don't like them either.
I like them on a baby.
Yeah.
I don't like them on
I like
me.
them with some snaps.
Sure.
Sure, you know.
But I don't want to get naked in the bathroom
I
to
know.
go pee.
Yeah.
It feels weird.
Mhm.
Overalls eliminate that issue
Mhm.
because you always have a shirt on.
Sure.
I like this much better.
I think if you have never gotten into overalls,
Ever.
this is your year.
Well, I shouldn't
And there
say
are some
ever.
great vintage ones.
I was going to say,
that are
I had
super
Oshkosh, you know, way back.
Oh, yeah.
Way back when I had
course.
some Oshkosh, but they wouldn't fit. now.
Gosh, bagosh.
Mhm.
Yeah, they wouldn't fit now,
Nope.
but they do make them.
They make
Carhartt,
they make tall
Dickies,
people ones.
they make tall people ones.
because it's the time to be tall.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get some overalls.
Okay, good.
It's
You could go to a farm with me and see all the beautiful produce that we grow.
I'm so in.
Yeah, farms are awesome.
I was gonna say
We
we should
don't do
manifest it, but
enough.
we don't need to manifest it because we can
We're
do it.
so
at some
busy
po-
already.
We're busy. We're
we
busy.
can just make it happen.
Perfect. We're
Yeah.
busy. We can stack it onto one of the other things we're manifesting.
That's right.